From people that had sex in a cathedral's confession box, to others that did it while riding the Las Vegas observation wheel, we take a look at 10 shocking public places people have had sex. Number 10. A music festival. If you're going to attend a large music festival, you probably expect a really dirty place. And at the very least, if you're gonna try to get it on, maybe you should go seek some privacy in a tent. But a couple at a festival in 2015 apparently couldn't wait that long. There seems to be a mild attempt to be subtle, but anyone within visual distance can tell exactly what they're doing. Regardless, it seems like they got away with it. They're probably just lucky that security didn't walk by and notice what was going on. Number 9. A busy Barcelona metro station. This pair of strangers passing in the night apparently just couldn't wait to get back to her place or his. So they decided to escalate their relationship right there on the platform. Trash can to the right, commuters on their cell phones to the left. Yeah, right here, right against the wall. This is perfect. It's unclear whether this couple was ever actually caught by the authorities, but they were caught by the station closed caption television. It's entirely likely they were so wasted, they really have no recollection of it happening at all. Number 8. A paragliding club's live stream. In Brazil, a paragliding company has set up a live stream so that members can watch from home. But we're pretty sure this isn't the kind of entertainment they were expecting to provide. This couple, who was apparently taking adventure to the next level, were seen copulating on the live stream feed. Since they were caught on camera, someone did call the police and they were arrested. With their clothes on, of course. Apparently, these two thought they were getting some privacy in a random field and had no idea their shenanigans were being broadcast. Number 7. The Las Vegas observation wheel. You know the old saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? For Chloe Skordianos and Philip Panzica III, their Vegas experiences went quite a lot further. They were spotted having sex by the ride attendant on the high roller observation wheel, which is a well-known Vegas attraction. He used the ride's intercom to ask them to put their clothes back on. The views on this ride are already breathtaking, and apparently the riders in the adjacent cabins thought so too because they were filming the couple on their cell phones. Chloe and Philip are apparently trendsetters because the number of incidents of people having sex on the high roller has only increased since then. Number 6. A Hardee's parking lot. In March of 2016, a no doubt classy young man and woman were arrested for having sex during rush hour in a Hardee's parking lot. These two geniuses parked right beside the drive-thru so they could give hungry early morning commuters a show along with their breakfast meal. While some may have been offended, and still others may have enjoyed a show with their morning coffee and biscuit. For the couple, being charged with first-degree indecent exposure was probably not the best way to start their day. Number 5. McDonald's bathroom. As if a fast food parking lot wasn't gross enough, why don't we crank up the disgusting level just a notch for this next one? These two customers were apparently loving it together behind a locked bathroom door at a McDonald's. After being filmed by a customer, then being interrupted by a manager who's clearly not happy, the couple eventually come out, looking just a little embarrassed but not even fully dressed. One impressive thing about this, the couple was apparently in there for an entire hour. Most people can't stand to spend 2 minutes in a McDonald's restroom, and most men just can't last 2 minutes. Number 4. A courthouse roof. It's a pretty bold move for anybody to have sex on a courthouse roof. It's even more bold if one of the people in the story is a U.S. Marshal. This courthouse made headlines after a resident snapped these photographs and sent them in to have them looked at. Rather than address or comment on the sexual indiscretion, the courthouse was actually more keen to assure the public that security was sufficient. There was even no mention of the marshal in the news of the investigation. Number 3. A cathedral's confession box. This brazen couple claimed, quote, "We are atheists. For us, having sex in church is like doing it in any other place," unquote. To each their own, I guess. But performing oral sex inside a confession booth during Mass really takes some balls. This goth couple could actually be heard moaning and groaning during the service by the parishioners. The presiding bishop even said there would have to be a special ceremony for the box to be cleansed, and that the act was, quote, an outrage of notable proportions which bespeaks unutterable squalor. Number 2. A maternity ward. This story may not be quite so surprising because there have been more and more reports of women experiencing orgasms during childbirth. But in the UK, a couple was actually caught having sex in the maternity ward by a cleaner in Bristol. Although it's not actually supported by scientific evidence, many people believe that sex is a good way of inducing childbirth. And although it might sound strange, there's actually a hospital policy that couples should simply put a "Do Not Disturb" sign on the door if they want to squeeze in some last-minute sex. What makes this case in particular a little unusual is that the woman was literally just about to be induced, and that they were so loud it was disturbing other patients. Number 1. A Mets vs. Indians game. Baseball isn't always the most exciting sport to watch live. These fans in particular decided to address their boredom in a new way. April 17, 2016, Mets vs. Indians. Both fans and security watched as this couple got it on in the bleachers. Now, they did go all the way to the top of the stands, maybe because they thought they could get away with it. But with no one else sitting around them, it only brought more attention to the young lovers. We're not sure what the final score of the game was, but at least these two fans scored a home run.